Hey y'all! Welcome to another awesome video. We're going to make homemade chicken broth, or some call it chicken stock. Now, chicken broth, chicken stock, what's the difference? Chicken stock is on a lighter color, right? Using just the bones. Chicken broth is a darker color. Making chicken broth, you're using both the meat and the bones. What makes it different from others? Because we're doing it the homemade way, my friends. We're doing it the Lou Rea way. And there are many recipes out there for chicken broth or chicken stock. And they're pretty damn good. But mine is just full of love. In order to express that love to you, let's get going. Let's not waste no time, because we're gonna do it in the foodie. In the foodie, baby. Let's get moving. All right. The same way we're going to do with the foodie, you can incorporate it on the stove, or if you have a pressure cooker, requires the stove. It's not an electronic pressure cooker. You could do it the same way. The difference is we're cutting down the amount of time to create this beautiful stock. We're going to add our veggies, we're going to add our chicken, and then we'll add our content, the main ingredient, water. So the first ingredient I'm going to do is leek. This leek, and when the chicken stock is completely done, what's going to happen with all these veggies? Well, pretty much you're going to discard it. Now, I don't want to fill the whole thing, because with veggies you just want to do a little amount. You don't need a lot. You want to get just a light green here too. And you can use the leek, the leftover leek, for other dishes that you're going to make. We're going to do some carrots here. I'm just going to cut them up just a little bit. We don't need to cut them in little pieces. First I want to just cut the ends. And you want to wash them. I'm just going to place some carrots, just like that. You can use as many carrots as long as it's not overabundant. I'm going to do some celery. Where you're getting your flavor from is from the bone marrow, and you're getting some of the flavor from the meat and some from the fat of the skin, but mostly from the bone. More importantly, the veggies. Once it all comes together, that's where you get that flavor. Oh, you can do parsley. You can do whatever you want when it comes to herbs. I'm going to do a rosemary. I love rosemary. And you don't want to do too much. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a cheesecloth. This way it's going to help. And I'm just going to take just a couple batches here, right there. Look at that, stems. And I'm not going to pull them apart. There's no reason for me to do that. Some people, others, I don't know, some people they'll add some basil. I like it. I like to give it that nice little, just a little sweetness to it. I'm going to add a couple garlics. Now I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take a string, just going to wrap it around. I'm not doing a demonstration, a review on the foodie. Is the foodie good? Does it do what it says? There are tons and tons of unbelievable, awesome videos on a review of the foodie. I'm going to go ahead, just place that like that. That's it. That's all you need to do. I'm going to add a half onion. Just a half an onion. Onion is potent, so we don't want too much onion in our broth. No, we don't. I went ahead and I prepped. What do you want to do? You want to wash your chicken. You can use any type of parts any parts of the chicken your heart desire. Yes, yes, you can. I'm using whatever. I'm using the thigh, the breast, the legs. And when you wash your chicken, or anytime you handle your chicken, just remember one thing. Always sterilize. Always sterilize. From the moment you touch that chicken, from the moment that chicken has hit the counter, because you don't want cross-contamination whatsoever. Lou, how many pieces of chicken? Just a couple. You don't need that many. Just a couple. I'm using distilled water. I prefer if you don't use the sink water. It has chlorine in it. It's going to make a difference. It's going to change. If you do one batch of stock with distilled water, and you do one batch from sink water, you're going to notice a big difference. Now, this is about a gallon of water, and according to the measurements, the maximum, about up there. I'm going to bring this foodie. So the measurement, I'm going to use my knife here. It's about right there. Can you see that? Right there. That's the maximum. And that's what it looks like inside. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to do the max. Now, while I'm pouring this in here, just to let you know, oh, it already smells so good. But Lou, how can it smell so good? It's not cooked. No, it's not. Look at that. 1 gallon. Do we add salt? One would ask. Lou has the answer. Well, that's up to you. Personally, I like to control the sodium. I've been on this, I don't know, you could call it a kick. But either way, I'm telling you, I'm looking out for sodium. Anything I buy. How much sodium? How much sodium? Because sodium is in everything. And sodium is like just, these food companies, they just ate me. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of milligrams of sodium in one box product. It's just insanity, insanity. I like to control it. Then they wonder why people have high blood pressure. They wonder why kids have high blood pressure, right? I'm going ahead and I'm going to add just a little bit. I will tell you what I'm missing. It's important for, well, it's not really important where this broth is going, but it's important depending on what you're going to use the broth for. I'm missing peppercorn. I need peppercorn. I don't have peppercorn. What happened? I just don't have it. I'm sorry. But you want to add a few peppercorns in here. I'm not going to add pepper anyway to my chicken soup. I don't need it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and close this lid. I can't close the lid. You know why? Because I need to put the pressure cooker top lid on. So I make sure the seal is shut. We don't want the pressure to come out. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn the baby on. I'm going to have it on high. I'm going to set the timer 37 minutes. That's all I need to pressure this. Well, Lou, why not 30 minutes? I like to give it just a little more minutes just to make sure that the check-in and everything is well done. Then I'm just going to go ahead and look how simple this is. We're going to start. Now, what is happening here? Is it pressuring at this moment for those who don't have the foodie? No, it's not. Just like any other pressure cooker, the pressure has to build. You're going to allocate a few more minutes, probably a good 15, maybe 10 to 15 minutes for it to start building up. When it starts, the water starts to heat and the pressure starts to build up inside this unit, then the countdown would start when it's actually cooking. Well, if you're not using a pressure cooker and you don't have one and you want to do this on a stovetop, you can. All you have to do is exactly what I just did. Get yourself a nice large pot that can hold everything, and you're gonna cook that on high. You want it to boil, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring that heat down almost to low. You're gonna cover it. You want to stir it once in a while, maybe like every 20 minutes or every half an hour. You want to cook that baby for about good, maybe 3.5 to 4 hours. Okay, and you could tell, and you're going to taste. You'll know when it's done. And this will be the same thing for the stovetop pressure cooker. You're going to do exactly the same thing. Whatever the instruction is on your pressure cooker, for about 30 minutes or 37 minutes. That's up to you. We're going to come back, baby. We're going to come back when this is done. Okay, enough of that. And we'll come right back. All right. We're done. It's completed. Now, I went ahead and released the pressure from here. I released the pressure, and just to save some time, and this way you can get on what you're doing. Oh man, it smells so good. This whole house smells like chicken broth. Oh, it's so good. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna transfer this from here into a stock pot. Look at the beauty in this. Look at the color. Oh, it smells so good. You may want to do, after it cools down, instead of using it right away, you can put this into several of any freezer containers. Now, if you recycle your containers, like say you do an order in Asian, Chinese, Japanese restaurants, and you know the soup containers, those are excellent to freeze any of your stock or anything really that's liquefied and that's freezable. Those things are amazing. Now, some people say, hey Lou, can you use those veggies? Can you use that chicken? Of course you can. I say you can. Transfer it. And I will be saving, because I want to pull the meat from the chicken. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and the aroma. The aroma is just, it's just escaping, and it's filling this whole room, the entire house actually. And I'd like you to know this too. And I was handling the chicken and I used this board. You got to keep the chicken from what? You don't want any of that. You don't want someone else just creating a disaster in your kitchen. I washed this with hot water, and because it is bamboo, there's going to be a, especially when you cut, you're going to start creating what? The gaps. And then there's going to be, pores in this. If you could stick your board in the microwave after you wash and clean and sterilize this whole thing, put it in there for about 5 minutes as a second alternative to making sure there's no bacteria on this, right? I think we did justice. I think we did a great job on this beautiful, look at that. Ooh, baby. I think we did a great job on this stock here. Please subscribe, please. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and use the Ninja Foodie to make chicken soup from what? From this homemade stock, baby. We're going to take this homemade stock and we're going to make the most yummy, awesome, incredible Lou Rayo homemade chicken soup. That's what we're going to do. So my friends, thank you for taking the time out, being part of what? My home. Thank you for coming in. And please, if you have any awesome recipes, we want to hear. It's all about sharing. This is what Inside My Window is all about, sharing. Please share your recipes. Don't hesitate. Put them down. And any good, awesome comments, you know, just go ahead, you know, give it that good vibe. I leave you with peace, joy, and happiness in all that you do, my friends. Take care. This is Lou Rail inside my window, inside my window. Take care, my friends. Ciao. Damn, this is pretty. Ah, look at that. Swanson, beat this homemade chicken stock. Love it, love it.